Biden, Harris scrutinize cops. Such efforts would end under Trump. Trump promises to halt the Biden administration's broad efforts to restrict abusive police if he returns to the White House, reining in federal control of local law enforcement and empowering cops to aggressively clean up American towns. Trump has advocated for stop-and-frisk interrogation, rescinding a Biden administration ban on military equipment transfer to local police departments, deputizing local officers to enforce immigration laws, and using the National Guard to fight crime. At a Charlotte campaign rally last month, Trump claimed, "The Democrat Party has a war on with police. We will restore our police's strength, protection, and respect." Trump has indicated on the campaign trail and in meetings with supporters his intent to reduce federal monitoring of local police and withhold funds from departments unwilling to use more confrontational tactics. According to people who requested anonymity, Biden's White House Domestic Policy Council member Chirag Baines predicted a complete shredding of the Justice Department's attempts to hold law enforcement accountable for malfeasance. Trump supporters claim he would address Biden and Obama administration ideological overreach in a second term. Jason C. Johnson, president of the Law Enforcement Legal Defense Fund and former Baltimore Deputy Police Commissioner, said the Justice Department should be surgical in addressing police misbehavior rather than seeking legally binding consent decrees that require broad changes. Under President Joe Biden, the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division has investigated 11 local police departments and trained hundreds more. After widespread social justice rallies in 2020, the government restricted federal officers' use of force and implemented dozens of police accountability rules via a presidential executive order. Trump has used such tactics to portray Biden and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris as weak on violent crime, even though homicide and assault rates had dropped to pre-pandemic levels after rising in 2021 and 2022. Trump supporters wear black and blue t-shirts and wave the thin blue line flag at rallies to support police enforcement. Instead of defunding the police, Biden has increased government funding for them as president, according to his supporters. They criticized Trump for criticizing federal law enforcement and promising to pardon January 6 protesters who injured police. Harris is touting her years as a California prosecutor, while Trump has unfairly and racially linked her to the 2020 protesters. Harris, the 2019 presidential candidate, advocated for redirecting resources from policing to education and social programs, claiming the criminal justice system targeted minorities and the poor. This report received no response from the Trump campaign or Harris aides on her police initiatives if she becomes president. Two people who spoke on condition of anonymity said the former president met with National Fraternal Order of Police leaders at Mar-a-Lago in early July and reiterated his intent to release officers to fight crime. He promised to protect police from civil liability. One person claimed Trump accused reform-minded local prosecutors in two major U.S. cities of failing to file enough cases and promised to select federal prosecutors who would target violent crime more aggressively.